he is in a serious relationship outside. That's not even my problem. The fact that he's in a relationship is not my problem. But it's the fact that he says I am a distraction and that he would need to leave my bed space.
See, any relationship or situationship or ship that will make me start questioning myself, start questioning my self-esteem, I wash my hand comot, wash my body comot, because wetin be this? Like, sometimes when I listen to conversations in this house, I just wonder if this is all a game or if this is how some of these housemates are in real life. Because again, at some point, even during a game, some of your traits go they come outside. You understand? It's not like once you enter Big Brother's house, you just automatically become an entirely different person. You know, so sometimes it baffles me the kind of things that people say or the way people behave. Like, I don't really understand them. I don't understand.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey Bethans, welcome back to my channel. My name is Betha and I'm excited to have you back here. Now, if this is your first time coming across my channel, you are definitely welcome. Please make sure to hit on the subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it, okay? And of course, to my returning Bethans, my LOMLLLs, the absolute loves of my life, I truly appreciate you being here. I do not take it for granted, okay? Now, let's talk very quickly. Because now it's looking as if everything in that house now, it just gets as it be. You understand? Everything just gets as it be. So last night, I told you in the last video that, you know, the fight happened and I thought to bring that to you guys so that whatever else happens, I can bring it in an entirely different video, which is exactly what I'm doing now, right? Last night, there were conversations here and there and it just made me wonder. And I'm going to start off with, you know, the whole Sultana and Jason Jae situation, okay? Because for me, when people do things and, you know, you want to actually say everything is a game, is a game, is a game, sometimes I just say, this will not really be game. So I told you guys yesterday in one of the videos that I posted yesterday, you know, that Jason Jae had a conversation with DEDE, and he was basically telling DEDE, look, I know we're just getting back as friends and I don't want to ruin it, okay? I don't want to ruin it again. I actually miss you. He told her all of that. And if we pay attention very closely to what, you know, Jason Jae does in the house or what he says or basically how he relates to other people, we can all agree that to an extent he respects DEDE. Forget the fact that he was pained, you know, during the party or whatever, the game, where they say Koyi and DEDE kiss and all of that. Even though I still don't understand why Kayode did not show us the game. I mean, we were there when they were saying they want to play the game, truth or dare, one truth and two lies, you know, just all of that. But they did not let us watch it. And every time there's a conversation, they keep referring back to that game. And in my mind, I'm like, so what is going to happen for this game? Go. Where Kayode not agree show us? You know, so Jason Jae has been acting weird, acting funny, you know, since the game or since the party that happened on Saturday, you know, where they said DEDE was dancing all through with Koyi, you know, DEDE was with Koyi, they even kissed and all of that during the game. He was acting weird. And so I can understand it, right? And then he decided to now move to Sultana and they now shared that kiss. When he was talking to DEDE yesterday, DEDE was like, but you mentioned that you have a situation outside of this house. And then, you know, now you're doing this, you're trying to say, oh, it was a drunken kiss. You know, she was high, you were high. Baba, you were not high. You see, highness is when you get to the point where you cannot even explain what happened to you. Okay, say you high, you don't mezevu, you don't go. That's not highness. When you can still talk, you when they kiss, then few moments later, you were trying to tell Kola, you not see what happen for here. You high for where? Don't let me. Now the tissue when I go chook this thing for your nose. I go chook for your nose. You high for where? But no one. This DEDE girl was now reminding you that but you told me that there's a situationship outside. You know, and me and you, we've talked about it. I'm in a relationship. You're in a relationship or a situationship, as they put it. You know, so what is this? This is giving, you know, cheap option, you know, the available cheap option. That's what you went for.
It's giving you, I got the easiest person in the house. You have this thing and you don't want to hurt somebody outside, and in 1 minute you were drunk and somebody else somebody else was drunk, and then you're saying, oh, it is a drunk thing that happened with you guys.
And after speaking to Jason Jae, she told him, look, you know what, maybe we should stop conversing the way we do in the house. And obviously, Jason Jae did not want that at all. Like, now that one, the guy no wants. Like, the girl is finally talking to me. Like, the girl is finally standing outside in the garden with me talking, and people are saying I should not take it serious. No, now. I knew that he was going to do something about it because, you know, the way he was sounding, he kept telling her, we just started talking again. I don't want to ruin things. But I did not know what he was going to do. And guys, last night, this guy literally went to Sultana's bedside. You know that that's where Jason Jae has been sleeping. You know, him and Sultana, they've been sleeping together, cuddling and doing all of that. So he's sitting right there by her bed and he's telling her that, look, you know, whatever this is, it has to end. And I'm like, okay. He said, you know, whatever this is, you know, they have to stop it, you know, because for him, it feels like Sultana is a distraction. You know, that he has a situationship outside. And he was actually bold enough to mention to her that he spoke with DEDE, right? Because, I mean, one of the reasons DEDE was angry with you is, you know, you knew about something and you did not mention it. So now, doing the same thing, like having a conversation and not mentioning it, might also come across somehow. So he told her that he had a conversation with DEDE, that for him and DEDE is nothing deep. You know, they are friends. They both have, you know, relationships and all of that. So their conversations or the way they relate in the house is not as tempting, quote and unquote, as the type of relationship that he shares with Sultana. Because they're constantly like in each other's bed, you know, cuddling and kissing and doing all of that, right? So, no, this is a temptation, this is a distraction, and he needs to leave. In my mind, I'm like, So if DEDE did not speak to you about this, your situationship outside, is it that you forgot that you have a situationship? Because I mean, maybe when you enter Big Brother house, then automatically, your brain go freeze. All the things where they do for outside, everything will just disappear because I don't understand it. Now coming with that excuse of, oh, it's because of the situationship I have outside. Baba na lie. I not believe. You are doing all these things because of DEDE. Now they bring your situationship into it. It was only DEDE that even pointed out your situationship to you. So now you say you yourself, you not even rate the relationship or situationship where you did for outside. You not rate them. Nothing where you want to argue. So all this is a distraction. I need to leave your bed space. I need to go, blah, blah, blah. You know, all these things are just excuse. But no one, after he finished having that conversation with Sultana, he come like said they sealed the conversation with a kiss because he was now on top of her bed. You know, she was lying down. He was now on top of her. And they kissed. Romantic kiss. So that one now, farewell kiss. I don't know what I call that one. As he finished kissing her, he now stood up and say, oh, hey, Jason, run for your life. Run for your life. Distraction. Run for your life. I say, see this one. You don't know say you go run for your life, sis.
Run for your life. Run for your life, Jesus.
Even when he was having that conversation with Sultana was just there, like, taking it like a very chilled person, like, oh, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. I said, Mama, you shall be, oh, that's sad. If they pay you, I mean, not they pay you. Who shall they do? Allow me understand your emotions so that when I'm giving the gist now, I go know where to talk. Who shall be, that's sad. That's sad. Like, I can't be ask person, like, Mama, you go give me reaction. I be not go give me reaction. Little did I know that after that conversation where Jason Jae left her, she now went to start talking to Gigi in their dressing area, right? And this girl, before she go talk Jack, she don't dey cry. I say, what's going on here? Are you in love with Jason? Because I don't go understand. Waiting they occur for you. So say Gigi Jasmine had to stand up and went to bring handkerchief for her so that she go clean her tears. Clean her tears. Because they say, oh, that he said this. You know, started telling Gigi, you know, everything that they talked about. And guys, can I tell you, yeah, when they were having this conversation, I can bet it with anybody that the only thing that was crossing Gigi Jasmine's mind was, oh, so now that this guy has left Jason Jae, does this mean that Sultana now will now start coming back to my victory boy? Victory boy? Because as she gonna bring to where they sit down and say, okay, Can you tell me where this is coming from? Can you tell me where this is coming from? I said, Mama, are you really sure that that's the question you want to ask? I be you want to ask, okay, so now, what's the way forward? May you for know. May you for know. I feel like this Gigi Jasmine has very low self-esteem. And again, like, I really like the girl, but, you know, the self-esteem, the thing too low. So even as it's there for ground, I know they see her. That's how deep into the ground it is. You say, oh, okay, you know, she was asking all of those questions. And guys, moments after she had that conversation with Sultana, I saw Gigi all over victory. I see, from where to where? When did this one start? Guys, they slept on the same bed. If this is not a case of marking my territory, I don't know what this is. I don't know. I honestly don't know. You know, they were now being all, you know, I'm just like, ugh. Betha, you want to vomit because what is this? Victory will tell you say not be you in like this other person. Now the same victory now you now don't go bed. You want go cuddle. You cannot cuddle a man into loving you. You cannot cuddle a man into liking you. They go just use you cuddle. Then go still go back to that person. That person. So if at this point in time you never realize say they don't use knacks or cuddling or this to stay hold man. Miserable, na you person be miserable. So when I saw that, I'm just like, this is orodoism because I don't really understand. But anyway, na them sabi. Let's talk about Midday and Bright. Now every day Midday they tell Bright say let's take a step back. Then when they take a step back, the next thing we go see them they do things. Guys, there's been a lot of conversation about people having sex in the house. We don't even know who it is, but if you ask me, with that bed movement and the conversation that, somebody was having a conversation in the garden about how Bright kept on saying, did you hear anything last night? Like, guy, why are you asking me if I heard anything last night? Did you do anything? Did you do anything? Why are you asking me that question? What do you fear say you do? Say person here. Why are you asking me? You know, I can't remember who was having that conversation in the garden. But then when they were saying it and the way they were portraying it, it was almost like say bride don't knock. But who is knock now? Now I don't know whether I'm Midday. When I don't even quite know at this point because this housemates, if you think that this is how they are going this way. Okay, so don't follow the trail. Follow the opposite side of the trail. Because I really don't know. But the way those people were describing that thing in the garden, guys, let me know if you heard that conversation though. It could be like saying knocking don't go on for that house. Knocking don't go. But no one, that's not even my own concern because it not affects me in any way. The cocoa of the matter is that, you know, Midday was saying, she had a conversation first with, what's her name, DEDE, her friend. And, she was just really talking to DEDE about Bright and how Bright was telling her that he had a conversation with Kola about the whole damn boss kid leaving the house on Sunday, how they all felt. Like in the house, they always feel like once you're in a ship, people will love you and it's like, they will not want to take you people out and all of that. But seeing that the people that their ship have been moving to the permanent site, now them eviction first affect, you understand? Like, it's like people are not really buying this whole relationship thing, being in a ship. And so from her conversation with DEDE last night, it was clear that Morgan was saying that, this our relationship, we need to be a bit more strategic and all of that because that was the conversation he had with Kola, about relationship. Because him and Kola, they were just talking about, the whole Damboski situation. And so after talking about it and how maybe people are not feeling ships and all of that, Bright now carried the talk to Midday and is now telling Midday that, look, I think we should be more strategic in this our relationship and all of that because it's probably not working as much as they thought it would work. And for Midday, it's like, wait, so all these things are a game to you? Like what we share is a game? If that's the case, let's take it a step back, just give me chance small because I don't really understand. And then, Bright is now trying to have a conversation with her, now trying to say, just trying to make her feel good, trying to convince her that it's not even that deep and all of that. And then when he was not talking, he was trying to make a reference to DEDE. I think DEDE is camera cock water. Oga, I think DEDE is, say, I should take come out that camera now. We fill in the gap with anything where we like. I think DEDE is the one putting ideas in your head. I think DEDE is the one deceiving you. Why you not let me hear wetin in one talk so that I no go come dey assume things? Kayode, you have one simple task. Complete sentence for me. Complete the sentence, because now I no come know wetin he talk. I think DEDE is you comot camera. Where you dey go? Who you want go find? That place where they go now. Wetin dey there where you dey go? Wetin dey there? But anyway, she and Midday had that, she and Bright had that conversation. In fact, there was a time when she and Bright were even having a conversation at the dining area, and then, you know, Bright was saying, oh, that even in this house, if Midday was not in this house, that he doesn't really think that he would have moved to DEDE, that he doesn't really, you know, vibe with the girl like that, blah, blah, blah. And then Midday is like, well, I know you are saying all these things now, but sometimes your action doesn't match what you are saying, you know, because you said that you did not have anything to do with the Bifubara, blah, blah, blah. But then just one singular game that they whisper something into your ear, you went, they say, go and try and make her wet. You said you go, they touch her leg, they do all those things. So sometimes what you are saying, it cannot really be reconciled with what you're doing, you know, and the guy is trying to explain himself. And I'm like, wait, oh, now only game where you hear, say the Bright even do. And that one you they complain. When Ibifubara now don't they give, they talk outside, say, oh, if that the boy was being flirtatious with her, that he was even asking her what color of pants she was wearing. I'm like, where did all these things happen? Like, from where to, like, hello, things they occur for this house. So as in, if we they follow this game bumper to bumper, at the end of the day, all of us go need therapy. Oh. All of us go need therapy, because I think wetin dey occur. Wetin dey occur? Like, I don't really know, guys. It's just a lot. And then Imisi go just hear talk. She don't go even know where talk start from. You go not go meet K Bobo. I heard this. When DEDE was having a conversation with Jason Jae in the garden yesterday, Imisi was there. She was making her hair. Understand? She was doing it by herself. So she was listening in on their conversation. And immediately they finished, she ran inside, went to have a conversation with Kola, that she feels like, you know, DEDE actually is just using Kola to pepper Jason Jae. Because, like, Mama, you don't even know where talk starts from. You don't go to spread them. Okay, now the caller that you are telling this thing that is like, oh, did they actually like Jason Jae? That she's just trying to use you to pepper the boy and all of that, because she was talking about, oh, you are kissing Sultana. Like, she just jumbled and mumbled the story together. And man, I'm like, oh, going forward, now be say caller go they give DEDE attitude, bumper to bumper. A few moments later, I see caller, they go sit down with DEDE. They talk, oh, you know, the thing about me is I like to live my life. I'm like, guy, this is one of the reasons why DEDE doesn't even like having conversations with you, because you're always having boring conversations. Boring! Like, this guy is someone who has a lot to offer. This guy, when they talk to other people, and they like hear what they talk, because he's someone who is entertaining. You know, when he's talking, I want to listen, I want to hear what he's saying. But every time he's with DEDE, it's just almost as if he has nothing to say. Like, nothing funny, nothing. He's always too deep. And that's what DEDE keeps complaining about. Because now, tell me why you are speaking to me about, oh, I like to be this, I like to be this. Also, when at a point, it can't be like, say, DEDE not the year. You have to ask DEDE, am I boring you? Am I boring you? I say, oh, God, you are boring even me too. You are boring me too. Because wetin be this? Come there and say, so what do you want? They say, I just want to be happy. I want to, you know, dress up, be fine, be happy, repeat. I say, see, these girls have not even guaranteed she won't follow you talk, because Baba, go and learn how to talk to her the same way you talk to other people. And sometimes I also feel like DEDE acting that way towards, you know, Kola. It's also based off of some of the things that she has heard. Oh, Kola said this, Kola said that. So for her, she's always very careful, always so uptight. In fact, if you hear her when she's talking to, you know, Kola, you go to wonder, say, guy, DEDE, this is not how you talk normally. But her guards are up when it has to do with Kola, because Kola talks too much. So she doesn't know what she will say to the guy now, and everybody else in the house will hear it. You know, so it's just a lot. I mean, I wish they could come to a point where, you know, they just be friends. Like, just talk and laugh. And just laugh and be happy. But Kola, I don't really know. I don't really know for them. At this point, I don't really know anything they want even do. Made a do am. Now still the same Imisi girl carry gist again, go they give K Bobo for kitchen, say, I think that DEDE is in love with Jason Jae. Mama, you don't even know the genesis of the talk. You started from the book of Colossians. Now you don't already do Revelations, don't they reveal things? What happened between Genesis to Colossians? The things what happened for there. You are even oblivious of the things happening in the house. Can you believe that this Imisi girl just realized the pin thing yesterday? Something that happens to Saturday. Even people when not they watch the show, they don't hear about the P. Imisi just they hear yesterday. But since she hear him, nobody don't rest. They don't go they. You don't follow rude boy talk. Follow, like, do you understand? Like, sometimes try and hear the story, understand it, digest it before you spread it. But Missy will always be Missy. So at this point, any way they want to do for that house, may they do them. Of course, you know that today the housemates are going to be having their diary sessions. So I'm going to try to pay attention to see if there's anything that will catch my attention. And then of course, I'll come back here to talk to you guys about it. Okay? But for the meantime, let me know what you think about the whole Jason Jae, Sultana, Gigi, victory situation, because I don't really know what's happening for there. And also let me know what you think about Midday constantly saying, you know, let's take a step back, and then the next minute they are putting more pressure. I don't even know what's happening there. I feel like a part of her knows that this is not real. You know, whatever it is that she has with Bright Morgan, a part of her just feels like it's not real. But then because, you know, sometimes the thing comes with benefits, you understand? So maybe not why, but just let me know what your thoughts are about this whole situation generally. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and of course I will see you guys later. Okay, bye.